Greetings and salutations, Visgoth here, and today I'm going to be doing another Neverwinter Foundry quest review. This one is by visualkeiuk. Yeah, I think it's how you spell it. Or maybe it's visualkeiuk. Yeah, I'm not sure. Here's the shortcode, and the quest is actually called the Wishing Ceremony. Here's the quest overview. Is 7 Pieces of Dawn. Oh, that must be the campaign. I noticed that the author had a standalone campaign up here called 7 Pieces of Dawn. I guess he hasn't quite gotten to the point where he wants to socket in his quest into his campaign. That'll be interesting to see how that progresses. Part 1, the Wishing Ceremony. Jasper Fillin is a hermit and was known as one of the best summoners still alive. You have heard he is looking for an apprentice, and have gone to his lighthouse to take up his great opportunity. Note, this quest has 2 items that will each use an inventory slot. One is part of the group/hard side quest, and not mandatory. The exit doors and wagon all abandon the quest. Wow. And there's another note. That I have no influence over any. Yep. Hopefully anyone that plays Foundry content should know that by now. Okay, length 25 to 45 minutes. Well, actually tells me the length right here. It says it's around 27 minutes, so we'll see. This might probably take me 40 minutes, depending on how detailed the video goes. Level 1 to 60, only tested from 15 and up. Okay, so then, alright, this is interesting. Combat solo, group, hidden encounters, and a side quest for groups are people who want some hard fights. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how you're going to have solo and group combat, and how hidden I guess hidden encounters is trying to explain the type of combat. I don't know. I would reword this a little bit to try and make it a little more clear what's going on. Of course, you got some hashtags, and it's got versions to do. Okay, that's interesting. One thing I would point out that I thought was a little awkward reading this, this part here, it says, take up this great opportunity. So it's comma, and have gone to his lighthouse to take up this great opportunity. It's just, I don't know, it feels a little, I'm not sure how to say it. Jasper Fillin is a hermit and was known as one of the best summoners still alive. Like, okay, see, like, just for comprehension's sake, it's a little awkward to have past tense, and was known. That means in the past. Was known as one of the best summoners. But then still alive means that he's not really in the past. So it's kind of like, either this needs to be present tense, you know, is known as one of the best summoners still alive, or you need to get rid of the fact that he's still alive. But if he is still alive and he's part of the quest, then I would change was known to is known. So it read, you know, Jasper Fillin is a hermit, comma, and is known as one of the best summoners still alive. You have heard he is looking for an apprentice, comma, I like that, and have gone to his lighthouse to take up his, his great opportunity. I don't know, this, oh, you know, I'd like to see, and have gone to his lighthouse to take advantage of this great opportunity. Yeah, I would rather say that. I don't like take up. I don't know, it just doesn't fit in this context. Alright, let's get on with it. Accept this. Go to the lighthouse. Okay, cool. I don't wonder where the lighthouse is, but we'll find out when we go and look at the map. I'm playing my alt again today, since nothing was said about this content being too hard for a solo player to play. So just to kind of keep my gameplay fresh and, you know, fun, I like to play my alt. Alright, let's make sure we track this quest. Pre-warning to everyone, quest tracking in Neverwinter sucks. Alright. So it's probably leading me to the closest exit, which is down here. So far, I like the story. I mean, it's a good setup. I'm not really a magic user, or, you know, that kind of a player. But I'm interesting to see how oh, this is a good spot. Look at that. Coastline, lighthouse. I mean, that's perfect. Where else would a lighthouse be? I love that. Some good thought instead of like putting it like over here and be like, oh yeah, you know, lighthouse is up in the mountains. No, it's supposed to be right on the coast. That's great. Oh, drink some tea. I'm actually a trained chef, so every once in a while I cook a nice fancy meal at home, you know, just for the hell of it. I think I went a little overboard with my Asian seasonings. Today I'm feeling a little like too much salt. Oh, so I might be drinking a little more than I usually do. This is an interesting entrance. It's very bright. And what's up with the clicky up there? It must be on the top or something. But yeah, it almost seems a little too bright. But, you know, that's just kind of opinion. This is interesting, though. And what's up with the... I don't know, some of the elements don't really seem to fit like this. Like, why is a drow, like, door here? I mean, unless this is supposed to be like a drow. I don't know, we'll find out. And just being nitpicky, like, I don't know if you noticed, this is just slightly off center. That kind of stuff like that kind of drives me with the wall. Like, I'd like to see it literally, like, this point would be like right here. So it's literally just that much, and it would line it up in the center of the room. Which would, stuff like that really is like my OCD kicks in, and I'm like, oh my god, my obsessive compulsiveness wants me to like fix it. I gotta kick out all the spider webs and such. Kind of curious to see how the story develops. There's lots of like, I don't know what this detail is. This stuff. Like, I know this is like hay, but I can't figure out what this is supposed to be. All right, let's talk to Jasper Fillion. Hello, Jasper. Ah, the cleaner. Oh, I'm a clean. So he doesn't want an apprentice. He wants a maid. Awesome. Nice of you to make your way up to the attic. Oh, so I'm in an attic. I'm not in like... Oh, okay. Good, I like that. That's a good explanation. Because I thought I had just entered into like the lighthouse and I was like in the base, you know, the foundation, you know, the starting first level. And I was kind of like, this doesn't really fit. But as an attic, yeah, it's kind of neat. You know, all the little webs and stuff. It's like an unused, you know, broken down attic. There is a box at the back with all the things you need to start cleaning up. No, I was told to come up by a bird outside. Wait, what? No, I was told to come up by a bird outside. I have come about your apprentice position. Okay, this bird outside thing throws me off. I don't get that at all. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Start on the floors in the main room. If you do a good job, I will have something more challenging for you. Okay, I guess I'll... Yeah, see, I'm not really the kind of person that would say, do it yourself, old man, so let's go with, I'll do it. When you are done, please place the trash in the crate and put the lid on. It gets smelly. Okay. I'd kind of like to see an it. I don't know why, that's just, I'm kind of getting stuck on that. Like, and put the lid on it. But, okay, nod. Alright. So, this is fun, you know, I mean, it's simplistic and yet kind of humorous. Oh, wow, okay. Look at all this stuff. Okay, cool. But let's follow this linearly. Clean. Oh, no, okay, I thought I had to go and pick up cleaning supplies first, but I guess that's just kind of like RP lore side. Cool. I like it. Oh, and I'm gonna clear the cobwebs. Oh, I love stuff like this. This is fun. Clean up the rope. Cool. Clean up more cobwebs. Oh man. Alright, let's see, what is this? Trash pile. Okay. This is a great starting quest for a campaign. Like, seriously? Simple, you know, like stupid mundane tasks like this that then like open to broader arcing storyline and more complex, more heroic deeds. This is perfect. This is like a traditional RPG start. Oh, great. Now I gotta put the stuff in the crate. Let's see if you add items, I'm gonna be super happy. Oh no. See, I thought I had to put stuff in the crate and then put the lid on. I mean, that works, you know, like RP-wise. I didn't get to see what was in the crate when the lid went on it. But I was totally expecting, like, once I interacted with the crate, it to fill with a bunch of the shit that I picked up, and then have to come over here and click the lid, and then the lid would go on top of there. But that, you know, that'll work too. Alright, let's talk to Jasper Fillion. I like that name. Ah, a great job you did there. Such initiative. But the next task isn't so easy. Do you think you can do it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm capable. I mean, I can slay, like, you know, ogres, and I haven't slain a dragon yet. Well, at least not in this game. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do it. It was nothing. Something more challenging would be good. You see this door behind you? I don't know. See, I'd prefer, like, the way that we're standing and the way that I'm interacting with him, that's kind of immersion breaking. I would almost like it to be like, you see that door behind you. It works as a gateway to different times and places. Oh, neat. So that's what the drow thing was. It's supposed to be like that. I guess you don't use it very often, since it's stored away in this dusty place. It's pretty good. Oh, and he chuckles, yeah. Or no, it was a cough. This is true, and there's a very good reason. One of my former apprentices, Dawn, met the death penalty by some bad people. Yeah, see, that needs to be revisited. So far, it's been really well written, except for this part right here. Like, that is true, comma, and there's a very good reason, period. And that works. This part right here. One of my former apprentices, Dawn, met the death penalty by some bad people. Yeah, this right here. Met the death penalty by some bad people. Yeah, that just doesn't read well. Before she was killed, comma, she had the 7 pieces of the dial that belongs to the gateway. Okay, and that needs to be a little more clear. It's a bit of a run-on, and it doesn't quite make perfect sense. She had the 7 pieces of the dial that belongs to the gateway. I don't know, it's this part right here, dial that belongs to the gateway. It doesn't really, like, belong to the gateway, because the gateway isn't, like, a possessive item. So, I'd rather see it, like, of the dial that fits the gateway, or controls the gateway, something like that. Or if you put with, of the dial that belongs with the gateway, you know, like as meaning that it's a what do you call it? Fuck me. It's a grouping, you know, like it's a pairing. They belong together. That works. But belongs in the sense of like possessiveness, like the gateway owns it. It doesn't make any sense. Before she was killed, she hid the 7 pieces. So I don't know. I'd almost like, are the pieces, do they have a name? Because if, like, oh, fuck me, what's the name of this quest? Oh, give me a second. The wish, no, what is this? 7 pieces of something. Oh, fuck me. Alright, let's just, do this real quick. Luckily, aha, the 7 pieces of dawn. Oh, so that's what it means. Dawn is in, like, the apprentice. I was thinking, like, dawn is in, like, daybreak. Alright. She hid the 7 pieces of the dial. I don't know, this doesn't flow. She hid the 7 pieces of the dial that belongs to the gateway. Okay, well, let's just move on. I don't want to spend like 2 hours trying to like hash that out. I can still use it, but I can be noticed using it. Okay, wait, what? I can still use it. That makes sense. This part right here. But I can be noticed using it. That doesn't really make much sense. Like, of course you can be noticed using it. I mean, like, I don't know. That needs to be revisited. Okay, so you want me to go in search of these 7 pieces for your gateway and return them. Simple enough. Okay. Yes, I guess you could look at it like that. If you are willing, you can start right away. I will open the gateway for you. It will send you to wherever Dawn hid the 7 pieces. Okay, I'm ready. Side quest, group or solo at risk. Oh, I get what you're saying here. Side quest, group, and then comma, or solo at risk. Yeah, see, I would revisit that. I put like a little comma here, like specifying that if you solo it, you can be at risk because it's hard. Okay, I'm ready. Cool. Go to the lighthouse complete. Ask Jasper. What was that? Go to the lighthouse complete. Ask Jasper what he would like you to do next. Complete. Okay, cool. Well, let's interact with this cool gateway. So far, I like this. I mean, there's really just those like 3 or 4 things that I pointed out that I think need to be revisited. But so far, this is a really fun little starting quest for a campaign. Like, this is really well done. And it's a shame that I didn't clean all of like the cobwebs and everything and make this place like pristine, like, and get rid of this, and I don't know. Like, if I'm here to clean it, I damn well I'm gonna clean. Like, look, I missed this rope, and I missed this hay, and I missed this trash pile, and I'd almost like to rebuild this this bookshelf. See, that's me. I like that kind of stuff. I'm perfectly fine with a quest consisting of like doing actual things. But let's move on. Okay, let's enter the gateway. Oh, I'll drink some tea. Got some terrible cotton mouth. I love language. I find it fascinating, and I things like phrases, like colloquial phrases, like cottonmouth. That's such an awkward phrase. Okay, explore the town. Oh, so this is one of the, I guess, the location or one of the first locations where Dawn. Oh, and that's Dawn. Wait, is she dead? Yeah, okay, I guess she was dead, but she's now a ghost. Oh wow, that looks weird. I would not do that with the horse. Because the horse doesn't have an animation of moving, it's just like... Oh, do it again. Move again. Move again. Oh, come on. Damn it. That was just awkward. Oh, there it goes. See what I'm saying? It just looks weird. Like, I wouldn't do that. I would just have him standing stationary. It would look much more natural. So wait, was this supposed to... Oh yeah, it's an exit, okay. I don't know, I'm not really sure what the vision is for this area. Like, it's kind of... not disturbing, but, like what the hell's going on here? It's like this giant wheel, and... I mean, is it like a circus area, or is it... I don't know, it's... I think this like area needs to be revisited and some details removed or added, or to really give this area a specific feeling so you know what the fuck it's supposed to be. Oh look, Dawn came down. Okay, so I guess she's down here now. And I would like to see a oh, she disappeared. That's a cool little effect. I mean, I do like that. These little events, like where she's up here and then she's down here and then she disappears. I like those. Those add to the atmosphere. But Dawn is a default, one of the default ghosts. I would really like to see her customized, so she doesn't look like the same ghost you see in every other map. And since she's like a pivotal character, like a main character. Oh wait, let's go ahead and make sure we do this. Ta-da! Sweet. Let me go ahead and spin this real quick. Jasper Fillion. Oh wait, I didn't realize he was coming with me. Explore the town. Okay. Well, why is... I would mention that Jasper's coming with me, because I thought he was going to stay and I was just going to go. Alright, let's explore the town. That was a weird transition. Oh, there she goes. She went off that direction. Okay, cool. New little events. I like this. I'll be happy when I unlock some more skills on this this character. kind of want to change how the how it plays. That's kind of weird. Why is there like a tent and a cave thing? That's kind of weird. Or maybe it's maybe that's a teleporter, and that's kind of how you socket it into this map. I don't know. I guess maybe if we come back and this gets explained and gets used or something, okay, then what I'm saying now I take back. But if it doesn't, that's just kind of weird. I don't get it. This map design is so far is a little weird. What is that fucking thing? It's so weird. It's like the second time I've noticed something just like floating in the ceiling. Wait, I can't get over it? Break through the barricade. Oh, cool. Neat. It's fun little events. I like these. Stuff like that kind of helps break up the monotony of, like, you know, walk from point A to point B and kill stuff. But I think that the map design here needs to be revisited. It seems just kind of a little bland and not like super clear of what kind of atmosphere you're trying to present the player. You know, like it's not like a set from a play. It doesn't add to the story, at least as it is now. You know, just some things need to be revisited. Like, I don't know, I'd say go look at other people's maps and get ideas of things that you can add for cityscapes. Alright, speak to the Spirit of Dawn. I take it Jasper Fillion sent you to retrieve the 7 pieces of the dial. You are correct. May I have them? Oh, this is easy. I can sense that you are not of the time guards. Oh, interesting. And I will aid you. They are not just in one place. The first is in this town, but to retrieve it... Oh, okay, so she stopped talking about the time guards and started talking about the pieces. That transition's a little awkward. They are not just in one place. And this right here, this doesn't flow like English. They are not just in one place. Like, I almost expect it to say, they're separated. They're not... Oh man, how would you write that? They're in multiple locations. I don't know, but this right here needs to be rewritten a little bit. The first is in this town, but to retrieve it, you will need to set free... Yeah, see in this right here. To set free. That doesn't make sense. You will need to set free the 5 spirits. Like, it would make much more sense if it was, you will need to free the 5 spirits trapped inside of the Ashmedai leaders. That's interesting. So are they like... The Ashmedai leaders are actually like holding them inside of them? That's cool. Okay, let's see. Is that all? Wait, I know there is more. There's always more. There always is. Okay. Very good. You will need to pass... That was kind of awkward. Very good. You will need to pass some of your blood onto the altar nearby. Yeah, see, and this doesn't make sense either. Very good. That works. This part right here, need to pass some of your blood. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you can spill your blood. You can smear your blood. You can, like... I mean, there's a bunch of things you can do that make sense in English, but you don't ever say pass your blood. That doesn't make sense. The altar nearby to get the blessing of the elders. If you are true, then you will get what you wish for. But if you're not, you will die by the tainted water. Okay. This right here, you will die by the tainted water. Is it like I'm by, in other words, like her, and then there's like a pool of water over here and it's tainted, so I die by the tainted water? Or is it trying to say that like I'm her and I do something like I don't pass, and so like tainted water spills down on me and kills me? I don't know. That needs to be revisited a little bit too. I understand all this. I will get one of the pieces, right? Yes, you will get one of the pieces. Okay, I can do this. Cool. I really do like the events. Oh, now she's following me. That's neat. And so these guys are towns rebel. Towns rebel. That doesn't sound right. You could just put town rebel. Like, it doesn't have to be possessive. Yeah, actually, you don't even need to put town. You could just put rebel. Although, I don't know. That's, you know, it's just opinion. Towns, though, sounds awkward. Oh, a little interactive. Let's see what these... Pick tier of saloon. Okay. Saloon's tier. Okay. See, like, this works. Give blood to the old altar. You know, that's not bad. You can give your blood. So am I getting a bunch of those? Yeah, I am. 3. A beautiful flower said to gain magical powers in moonlight. Okay. Is it actually going to, like, do something for this specific quest? Combat advantage, stop it. I want combat advantage. That's the only thing that drives me up the wall about the dire wolf, is that knockback. It's like a good thing and an annoying thing at the same time. It's a shame that you can't, like, cancel them without knocking them back. That would be freaking awesome. Okay, so is this the little, like, altar? Let's see. You dip a little blood into the old altar and hear a whisper from Dawn as she fades out. Gothri, be satisfied, be steadfast. You know, I would rather see, like, you prick your finger and... Let's see, wait, like you prick your finger and put a drop of blood. How would that be poetic? You prick your finger, allowing a drop of blood into the old altar. I don't know, this part right here, into... You prick your finger and allow a drop of blood... Wait, I don't know, this needs to be revisited. This part right here, you drip a little blood into the old altar and hear a whisper. That just doesn't really flow. Like, I'd rather be told, like, how the blood comes out. I mean, like, it's supposed to be my blood, right? So give me an action. I do something that causes me to bleed. And instead of into, I'd rather see, like, onto the old altar and hear a whisper from Dawn as she fades out. And then, like, that needs to be separated. Like, these actions that you're interacting with the altar, those are like one set of actions. And then, after you perform those actions, you hear a whisper from Dawn as she fades out. So it needs to be, like, in a separate sentence. Gothri, be steadfast. I like that. Continue side quest. Oh yeah, I didn't pick the side quest. You sense a change in the air. Ooh, okay. Ooh, neat effect. I like it. Oh, and it turned blood. Oh, cool. Blood water. Although blood water doesn't really work. You could say bloodied water. That would work. Because it's either water or it's blood. There's no such thing as blood water. Let's interact with it, see what it does. Wash in the basin. Oh, cool. Ooh, this is neat little effects. I like this. Good events. Free and talk to the 5 spirits trapped inside the summoned Ashmedai. Yeah, I like it. It works. It works. Ooh, and there's more guys to kill now. Sweet. Town's Rebel. Yeah, see, I don't know. I would change the name and just be like Rebel. Oh, and that's the Ashmedai. Okay. Ashmedai. Time to die. I really don't like that, my number 4 skill. Holy crap, this little guy's got some beat to him. Yeah, like having a skill that you can trigger like the same skill multiple times kind of annoys me. If it's not an at-will skill, I completely forget to do it. Cool. That's a fun little interaction. I use these fucking things up because I never use them. On my main, I've got like 50 of them I've never used. Take a little swig of tea. Alright, so now I get to talk to one of the 5. Thank you, Gothry. I can now be at rest. I just want to point this out. Good use of the nickname. I'd like to see this more often, you know what I mean? Like for a ghost like this, it could almost be interpreted that he would have senses of an otherworldly nature. So he would almost be able to know that I am Gothry without me having to interact with him and tell him. So it works. If he wasn't a ghost, if this was just a regular humanoid NPC, I would say I don't like that. Like, how does he automatically know who I am? But for a ghost, I really like it. And the more that you can socket this into your quest, it helps kind of pull the player in and make them feel like they're actually taking part. So I really like that. I'm glad that I put you at rest. Do you know where the dial part is? I don't know. I would almost like to see it say, instead of that, have it be like, do you know where a dial segment is? I don't know. I'd have to really like sit down and think about it for it to flow. But I don't like the do you know where the dial part is, because it's like the dial part, so it's like a specific dial part. And I don't like that it's a dial part. I mean, in a sense, it's a part of the dial, but it's a piece. You know, it's like a piece of the dial, or a segment of the dial. Although segment isn't really poetic either. But you know, I don't know. That's just my personal preference when it comes to writing. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean, but good luck. Rest well, friend. Ooh, did that say something? Shit, I didn't get to read it. That popped away too fucking fast. See if maybe it should have done here. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean, but good luck. Fades away. Oh, okay, yeah, see, maybe that's what it said. Whenever I totally get what you did there as the author. You basically used, like, when that part of the dialogue is reached, that's the trigger. Well, whenever I use a trigger in dialogue, I really just don't put anything there. Like, I give the player all the story and all the little like interactions before they get to that dialogue part. And then once you click, you know, like continue or whatever your response is, the next thing you can leave it blank. You don't have to add a response because it'll just be continue because it'll automatically go away. And instead of writing text there, literally just I put like a period or just something, because you have to put something there to be able to publish it. But I don't put any actual text or words, because then, you know, depending on the player's like reading skill level, they might see it flash and then they're like, oh wait, what did it say? But if they don't see anything there and they just kind of see it flash and go away, I don't know, I kind of like that transition a little more. Alright, so now I've got to do 4 more. Cool. I like this. This is a really good example of like a first quest in a campaign. I'm kind of slowly getting introduced to like the story, you know, like what's going on, what my motivation is as the adventurer. And I'm not getting overwhelmed at the same time, like even though I'm getting introduced to like the story, I'm not getting overwhelmed with like tons of story, which I prefer personally. And my combat and like what my actual actions are fun. You know, they're just simple, like, oh, you know, kill this thing, interact with that thing. They're not super complex, which I mean I think is really good when you're trying to give the player, you know, your lore and your story. It's good not to make it like super complex, having them think like, oh, okay, so I got to deal this maze. Jacques? Oh, that's like French, I think. Jacques Browning. Oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Thank you, Gothry. I can now be at rest. You know, it works. It's literally the exact same thing the other ghost said to me. I would like to see it change just a little bit, but it's not terrible. Do you know where the dial part is? Same thing here. This is like the exact same conversation. I'd like to see just a little bit of difference and variation, because it's not the same ghost, so, you know. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean, but good luck. Rest well, friend. I do like this, the rest well, friend. It's good. It's very poetic. Fades away. Okay, you see, I just caught it that time because I already knew what it was. So, you know, I mean, it works, but I'm not a super fast reader. So for me, I can just, like, I get a glimpse of it and then it disappears. And I'm like, fuck me, what did it say? And I'm super curious, so I want to know. That's why I actually made the freaking quest window. Interesting. I can't actually get to them. Maybe something will progress and this gate will get moved. Not too bad either. Like, the gate is, it looks a little awkward, but it actually kind of works, like the way you've positioned it. Yeah, I'd say that's not a bad way to close that off. I'd be hard pressed to think of a better way, to tell you the truth, because you do kind of want it open, unless you literally had a door or a gate that fits perfectly inside of here, which I think there actually might be. I think there's a smaller one that would just take up this space right here. I think it's under the, fuck me, what is it under? Not cathedral, shit. The crypt. Like, there's a bunch of, like, graveyard stuff. I think in there's a little graveyard gate that's about that size. You know, just an option. But even if you don't change it, it looks reasonably okay. It looks like it fits in. Oh, I love playing a dwarf with heavy armor. Although I really don't like the synergy of this class. I need more skills so I can work out a way that I want to play it. Oh, are these more tiers? I wonder, are these just part of the map, the default map? Or is there like a reason to pick these for the quest? I'll be curious to see if anything happens with them. Man, I'm taking damage like more than I expect to. Might be time to pop some points in my build into defense and healing. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't click those. Fuck me. I'm so used to playing other games. Sometimes I forget. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm looking for another Ashmandai, and here we go. Here she is. Yeah, having an encounter that I can use multiple times really throws off my synergy. It's so funny. Like, literally I spent like a shitload of time playing a great weapon fighter, so having an actual active block, it's so counterintuitive for me. I've gotten so used to like running away from stuff. Alright, same conversation. Yeah, see, I'd like to see a variance. I mean, it's just, you know, being picky, but it would add to the experience of what's going on. If, like, you know, each little conversation was slightly reworded. You know, like, it could be the same point, you know, like the context could be the same, you know, like what they're saying could be exactly the same, but just use some different verbs and nouns, so it kind of adds, like, you know, makes it feel like I'm talking to different ghosts instead of the same ghost just reincarnated kind of thing. Yeah, see, it doesn't even feel like that. I should point that out. Really, it just feels like it's redundant. Not redundant, repetitive. You know, like it feels like, go click on the barrel, go click on the next barrel, go click on the next barrel. Whereas if the conversation was just slightly different, it would still keep it in the same, like, flow of things. Man, I don't know why, but this guy fucking takes forever to heal up. It's so weird. I haven't quite figured that out. I don't know if it's because he has more health, and it still heals for the same amount. But then maybe I should, it's weird if I have a bunch of health. Why am I taking so much damage so fast? I really probably need to bump up my defense. Although that doesn't make sense either, because I mean, for my level, my defense should be pretty fucking high. I've even got like blue gear on. Ooh, it's outside map. I love outside maps. You can use a mount. Alright, so here's another one. And, you know, I mean, these are the same Asmodai groups. Like, it would be fun if you used a different Asmodai encounter. You know, like, we can smell. Oh, wait, fuck me. I'll have to finish this fight and then read that and then press the dialogue. But yeah, what I was saying is it would be fun if you switched up the actual encounter groups, you know, so they're not exactly the same. Oh no, I don't want to talk to you. Oh well, it's fine. I guess I'll. No, I don't. I want to pick up my loot and then I want to see what those other NPCs are saying. Alright. We can smell them, mistress. Find me. Wait. We can smell them, mistress. Find me them. I know they're there. Yeah, see this right here. I totally get the feeling that the author is not a first language English speaker. Find me them, it doesn't make sense. You would say find them for me. Or find them. You don't even need the me, just find them! Exclamation point. I know they're here somewhere. Or I guess I know they're here, that works too. But we can smell them, mistress. Yeah, that works. Oh yeah, it's just the find me thing. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Thank you, Gothri. I can now be at rest. Okay, yeah, same conversation. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean, but good luck. Okay. So now I've got one more to do. Oh my, this character, like this class, his skill seems sluggish compared to like the Great Weapon Fighter. Like when I charge in, I use my number 2 skill, and then I immediately try to hit my number 3 skill. It doesn't want to go off, which is kind of annoying. Like this. There we go. I have to like spam it. It's almost like there's an unspecified delay after I use that charge in, where I'm not doing an animation and it's not cooling down or anything, but it's just like a hidden refresh timer or whatever, or a hidden cooldown. It's kind of annoying. I end up having to spam a lot of my skills for the Guardian Fighter. Whereas with the Great Weapon Fighter, it just flows. You know, you trigger a skill, it goes off. You trigger the next skill, it goes off. I love that for action combat. Okay, where's the last one? Maybe she's back here. I really do like that. That's a really cool like event, and the effects and stuff are neat. You know, the thing that's annoying about having to spam the skills on the Guardian Fighter is that because you're spamming skills, you can't just like immediately stop and then move to block, you know, or to get out of like damage, because you get rooted when you're doing skills. And like literally, when you're playing an action game, sometimes a split second can mean like, you know, losing 10% of your health or not. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pick any more of these roses or these flowers. I don't think they do anything. Let's go see if my altar is still back up there so I can heal. Nope, I think it disappeared. Yep, okay. That's fine, I'll plop another one down. Although I guess, I don't know, I guess I'll just pop some potions. I got a whole fucking stack of them and I'm fixing to be out level. I'm fixing to out level them. Yeah, see? I don't know, same group. I'd like a little bit of variance, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing like a World of Warcraft quest, you know, where it's like kill 10 boars to collect 3 intestines, you know, and then like the drop rate's fucked up, so actually you have to kill like 50 boars. Use your skills, man. Use your skills. Come on. That's what I mean by this class just doesn't have like cool synergy. It's got too many things you can do, which just sounds weird. But it's like, you know, I can stand here and block, and I can attack, and I can like passively attack and increase my block. Or I can like not block and do like shield attack and then AoE attack, and then like, you know, my encounters just nothing really flows well together. Ooh, neat event. Let's see. Where did they come from? So the ghost is typical, but these two, Daniel and Jimmy, I wonder if they're going to be the time cops or whatever they're called. The time guards. Thank you, Guthrie. I can now be... Okay, exact same. No, I'm sorry. Okay. And they're just like walking around. Okay. I feel like these two guys don't make sense why they're here. Like there's nothing explaining. Okay, I'm going to speak to Dawn. Yeah, see, they just appeared like out of nowhere, and they're not doing anything. They don't serve any purpose. So I don't like them. Alright, so let's go follow the quest tracker and find Dawn. Oh, okay, so they're kind of like... Yeah, see, if you're gonna like add them in as like, oh, combat's over and everything's returned to normal, so people have come out of their homes, that works. But don't do it like, since my last interaction is like right here, basically wherever you can see, like here, I wouldn't have any appear here. I'd have them appear back over there, so they're outside of my field of view, so it feels less awkward, like they don't just appear. You know, so like when I come around this corner, then I see the people. Oh, okay, so they've come out of their homes. You know, it just adds to the immersion. Okay, now I do get to interact with this. Cool. Oh, it actually raises. That's interesting. I don't know, man. That was awkward. Stop knocking him back, Fenris. Damn it. Oh, that last hit took him down faster than I thought it would. Yeah, see, I don't know, that just looks a little weird now. But that might be the best way to do it. I mean, I'd have to kind of play around with it. Like, I get that having an animation where it moves up is a little more fun than having it just, like, disappear, but... Alright, Dawn, what do you have to say? Very good job. Very good job. I don't know, that seems like it's missing something. Very good job. Guthrie, for your reward, you may have the first piece of the dial. Behind us is... See, it's not behind us, because I'm facing her and she's facing me, so it's either behind her or it's behind me. So two different directions. Behind us is a courtyard. Enter it, and you will find a flower. Dig around it to retrieve what you desire. That seems clumsy. Dig around it to retrieve what you desire. Dig around it. Like, it's a flower, so it's going to be like, there's a flower. So dig around it, or do you mean dig it up? Like, I don't know. I would prefer to see that reworded. I'm sure I shall see you for the next part soon. That works. Thank you. I hope your friends will now rest in peace also. Yeah, see, this also needs to be moved. Wait, thank you. I also hope your friends will now rest in peace. Now see that, you just lose the also. Thank you. I hope your friends will now be able to rest in peace. That would be much more, I don't know, it'd flow much better. You know, like, thank you. I hope your friends will be able to rest in peace. Thank you. I hope thank you. Now I hope your friends will be able to rest in peace. No. I hope your friends will be able to rest in peace now. Yeah, I kind of prefer that. Alright, let's go on. Enter the courtyard. Where the fuck is the courtyard? Like, if you're going to, I don't know, this could just be me, but I am a very, like, spatial aware person. So, I mean, if I'm standing here and I'm talking to her and she says, behind us, I'd be like, fuck me, there is no behind us, because it's either behind me, which would be over here, this is behind me, or it's behind her, which would be over there, but there is nothing behind either one of us because there are walls. So it's kind of like, wait, fuck me. Do you mean, like, to my left or to your right? Like, if you're talking about that over there's the courtyard, I'd almost kind of like to see her say, to my right, which is over here, there's a courtyard. I'd be like, okay, right. Yeah, look, here's the courtyard, cool. Or you could do it from my perspective, like she tells me, to your left is a courtyard, and I'd be like, to my left? Oh, okay, it's over here. But, you know, it's just small things, but I like to make sure to point them out, because all those small things add up, and, you know, and they affect the quality of the quest. Ooh, neat, here's the plant. Oh, yeah, see? Don't say dig around, because I'm not digging around. Say, like, buried below the flower is what you seek, or, you know, something like that. Or, you know, within its roots, you will find what you are seeking. You know, something like that. Ooh, here's a time guard. Interesting. I like the little outfit. It's cool. Damn it, I want to get a better view. Ugh. Can't get over there. It's like invisible. Still, though, I like the outfit. Good colors. Neat clothes. Dig into the dirt to find one of the pieces. Let's see what it does. Yeah, see, like, dig into the dirt. I'd rather have it say, like... I don't know. It's awkward. Part of a dial. See, and part of a dial. That doesn't flow either. It's not very poetic. A piece of the dial. That's much better. Dial segment. That would kind of work, although that's kind of clunky. Like, segment's not really poetic, but, you know, I don't know. This part of a dial doesn't work. This is part of a dial. That is Jasper wants to get... Wait, what? That is Jasper wants to get his gateway working. Oh, this is part of a dial. That is Jasper wants to get his gateway working the way it used to. Okay, I totally understand what you're saying here, but that is a really poorly written sentence for English. Like, I'm pretty sure what you're trying to say is, this is a piece of the dial. This is a piece of the dial that Jasper wants so he can return his gateway to working order or something like that. So, like, I don't know, there's like there's a really, really big number, or there's a whole bunch of ways that you could write this so that it works in English. This specific sentence does not work in English. It's very clunky and very, like, it's kind of like English. Like, you know how the Japanese, I don't know if anybody knows this, but some people might. Japanese use, like, English words, and they try to make sentences, but it just doesn't fit context-wise. Like, they don't actually go together to make sense sometimes. Well, this sentence makes sense, but it really is jumbled, so, you know, it needs to be revisited. And I always tell, like, everybody that I do reviews for that, you know, I've already put the time in to do a video review, so I've really tried to learn the quest and the lore and pay attention to what's going on. And if the author, you know, wants, I'm more than willing to scan, like, a Word document and kind of help them reword things so that it makes more sense in English. You just have to ask me for my email in a private message on the forums, and then save your dialogue and your text and stuff in, like, Microsoft Word or, you know, a word processing program, and then email it to me, and I'll just, you know, scan through it and send it back to you, and it'll be done. Alright, let's take this. Dig into the dirt to find one of the pieces complete. You see, that's really clunky. It could have just said, dig into, I don't know, I don't like dig into the dirt. That part doesn't sound good. but to find a piece. I literally could just say to find a piece of the dial. That would work. Alright. Oh, and here's Jasper. But I don't interact with him? Talk to the summoner at the gateway. Okay. That's an interesting effect. Kind of curious, like, why it's like that now. But it is a neat way to, like, close off a previous... And what are all these sparkly interactables? Like, this is sparkling because it's an interactable. Matter of fact, let me see if I can click on it. Yeah. Let's see, why is it sparkling? And also, I noticed up there in the ceiling, where'd it go? There was an interactable. It's interesting, it disappeared. No, wait, no, see? And this isn't sparkling because it's an interactable. So, you might want to revisit that and turn off. Like, those might be set to interactables. Although, I guess it could be some sort of thing that I don't know about, like a trigger or something, but I don't know, I just want to point that out just in case. Oh, drink some tea. Man, she's fucking creepy looking. Man, she got a giant rack though. That's awesome. Look at those fucking eyes. That's creepy. I was thinking like the time guards were somewhat good guys. She doesn't look like a good guy at all. She looks like a villain. Okay. So this gate belongs to you. Well, you are too late, young apprentice. I have just finished the last incantation that will remove the gate from this world. So let this be a warning to you. The time guards are always watching and waiting to stop illegal travelers like yourself. I'd rather see it say yourself, not like you. I'm sure you will have plenty of time to think it through. Move it in front of through. To think it through. If you live through the army that will soon be upon you. Yes, if you live through the onslaught that will soon be upon you. That would work much better. But that will leave me stranded here. Oh no! So? But... oh, cool, I like that. Good. These are really good events. Like the little effects and stuff. I like them. Now it's all like crumbled and ruined, and it's very neat. Now I can talk to Jasper Fillion! What happened? I just heard word that you found the first piece of the dial. I don't know. Remove heard and put I just received word. Because you can't heard a word. Like, you read a word, so... But you can receive words on paper. You know, so I just received word that you found the first piece of the dial. And that works. Now it seems the time guards have found us, as there are lots of them back in the main gate. Yeah, see, and that doesn't make sense either. Now it seems the time guards have found us, as there are lots of them back at the main gate trying to get in. Yeah, see, that doesn't. This whole sentence needs to be reworded. If that's what you're trying to say, is you're trying to say that he is informing me, the player, that there are a bunch of time guards back at the main gate trying to get in, I would reword this. But I have put up a magic barrier that will stop them for now. I fear some of them might start to get through, or at least the town's rebels. Okay, what? I get all of this up until it says right here, or at least the town's rebels. That doesn't fit in with the rest of what he's saying. I fear some of them might start to get in. I fear some of them might start to get through, or at least the town's rebels, as it just wards off creatures. Okay, so I kind of get that he's telling me that his barrier only holds out creatures, so he thinks maybe the town rebels will make it through. But this is totally jumbled. I know there was one here not long ago. She has broken the gateway. What do we do? Can't we leave the way we came in? Okay, I get the can't we leave the way we came in. Yeah, that kind of works. I know there was one here not long ago. I don't know, that's a little... I don't know. I know, there was one here not so long ago. She has broken the gateway. What do we do? What should we do? Can't we leave the way we came in? Yeah, I don't know. I can prefer that. Sadly, no. But if you keep watch, I will try to use one of the doors around. Okay, no. Sadly, no. But if you keep watch, I will try and open one of the doors here. I will try to use one of these doors. I will try to access one of these doors. I will try to open a planner, shift door. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of ways you can write this, but this specifically is just awkward. Sadly, no. But if you keep watch, I will try to use one of the doors around. I'm on it. Okay. So far, a lot of the dialogue at the beginning was pretty well written. As the quest progresses, it gets a little worse and a little worse. Like, it needs a little more polish. But, I kind of get that. That's like me with spelling. People are like, hey, you need to make some more passes to fix your spelling. And I'm like, well, you realize that if there's that much spelling errors, it's because I'm a bad speller. And if I wasn't a bad speller, those spelling errors wouldn't be there. And since those spelling errors wouldn't be there, and that they are there, then that probably means that I'm going to have trouble finding the spelling errors. So telling me to go back and find the spelling errors and fix them is kind of pointless. It's like telling someone who's colorblind to go and pick out colors. So that's why I always offer, like, when someone's written dialogue, and I tell them, like, this dialogue doesn't work for English, or, it's not very clear what's going on. Instead of telling them they need to rewrite it, I offer, like, hey, if you just send me a copy of it, I can make the changes that I'm talking about, and then you can read those changes and decide for yourself if you think it sounds better. Try to be constructive instead of just like, hey, your thing sucks. Which is what a dick thing to say. Alright, press B to step into the new gateway. Aw. I would like to have it like some sort of animation, or not animation, but some sort of effect. Because to me, that just looks like a regular door. But if it had had like some kind of magical effect going on it, then I would have gotten the sense that what the fuck's the guy's name? The summoner. I already forgot. But I would have had a feeling that like the summoner Jasper Fillion had done something to the door and made it a portal. But as that worked, it looked like just a door. So is this supposedly where I came through? Is that why this door is like smashed in here? Jasper Fillion. Talk to the old man. I think we are in the wrong place. It seems the temporary door we had to use might not have been the best idea, but we had to get out of there fast. Yeah, see, that works. I like it. What were those creatures? You called them time guards. Yes, but I don't think there is time to explain that now. It seems we have disturbed whatever lies in this place. I will see to them. Yeah, see, like, the story for this quest is really good. Like, I'm really enjoying this. And I'm not getting a sense that it's, like, D&D lore. But at the same time, it's very possible that it is D&D lore. But what I'm trying to explain is that because the way the author has written it, or has written the dialogue, it's giving me like parts to the story as I progress, like a story should. Alright, let's see what he says. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just an old man. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna take a little break. I got to, hit the head, and I think I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, but I'll come right back and pick this up. Hopefully I should be able to just hang out here and not aggro that shit over there. Alright, now that I'm back, I just kind of wanted to explain my thoughts on the quest so far. Like, taking a little break gives me a little bit of time to kind of organize my thoughts. I don't rate quests on the length. Like, it's not like an issue for me. I kind of look at it as sometimes I'm in the mood to play a short quest, sometimes I'm in the mood to play a long quest. That's not a factor in like the quality of the quest. But it is a good way to categorize quests. So, all quests that are, around 15 to 20 minutes long, I tend to put in the same category. And quests that are longer, like an hour, I tend to put those in their own category. So far, for this being like a, I don't know, let's say like a 27-minute quest, I feel like this is a really good use of my time for that 27 minutes. I'm getting introduced to a good story. I'm getting like questions, like as I play through, I'm like, well, what's going on, and what's happening, and what's my motivation? And then I'm told, this is what's going on. This is what your motivation is. I like that. That's a very good way to tell a story. I'm hoping I'm near the end. At least I kind of get that feeling. So once I finish completely, I'll be able to say like indefinitely, oh, I felt that it did end well, or I felt like I got lost at the end. But so far, I'm kind of riding the fence of giving this either a 4 or a 3-star, because I like it. I think it's a good example of what a first quest can be, first campaign, to start you off. But recently I've seen some really good quests, so that kind of pushes my, broadens my horizon of what a 5-star quest is. So I'm not sure if this is quite a 4-star quest. I don't know. There's enough things that I think need to be kind of revisited and tweaked that it might just be a 3-star. And on the way I look at the rating system is like Netflix. They have 5-star rating system. 1 is hated it, 2 is didn't like it, 3 is liked it, 4 is really liked it, and 5 is loved it. Well, I don't know if I'd say I loved this quest. I think it definitely needs some more work. And I might say I really liked it. We'll see at the very end. But so far, I definitely would say I like it. So it's definitely a 3-star quest so far. How the ending goes and how it's wrapped up and what I have to do will kind of help me determine if I'm going to say this is a 4-star quest or if it'll just stay a 3-star quest. Alright, let's deal with the creatures. See, like, I'd like a little bit more explanation of where I am and what happened. I got the feeling, like, from what Jasper said, the door failed and I ended up somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. But unless I get some sort of explanation of where I ended up and what these creatures are, I'm not going to be satisfied with that. Deal with the creatures complete. Let's talk to Jasper. Nice job. But did you notice that the sound of battle have interested more of them? Yeah, see, that's written terribly. That needs to be rewritten. And more than you can handle on your own? Yeah, no, so I don't... Nice job. But did you notice that the sound of battle have interested more of them, and more than you can handle on your own? Okay, so I get that you're basically trying to say that the sound of battle, in other words, like fighting them, has made such a loud noise that more of them are coming, and maybe so many that I can't handle them on my own. But that's not written very well. Yes, I did notice that. What should we do about it? So far, I haven't seen more than I can handle. So no, I wouldn't say yes. I would say no. Well, till we can find a new door, we will have to hide out. I can ward the place you find, but it needs to be a room. I'm sure there is one aboard that old sky ship. But how do we can past all of them? Yeah, see, this is really the dialogue is starting to really deteriorate into I wouldn't say gibberish, but like English, like not clear English. It's bad English. But I can still follow what you're saying, and I still like the story progression. Like, hey, you've been fighting these guys. By fighting them, you've made noise, so more of them are coming. Maybe more than you can handle, so we should look for a place that I can ward. Where can I find a place like that? Well, probably in the ship, because it has to be a room. So let's go to the ship. I like that. It's good progression, It's giving me story, but the actual dialogue needs to be rewritten. Alright, so how do we get past all of them? I don't want to... He's flexing. Okay, that's really funny and dorky. I don't want to brag, but I'm still one of the best summoners. Yeah, see? Here he's saying he's still one of the best summoners. So, like I mentioned in the very beginning, I would go back to the quest overview and say that he's one of the best summoners still alive, not he was one of the best summoners in past tense. I'm still one of the best summoners around. I think I can hold them back while you go aboard and find a room. I'll join you when I've finished. Note: if you would like to explore around before Jasper starts, then do so. If you have friends with you, make sure they are next to you when you proceed the next objective. I think he means proceed to the next objective. Okay, let's do this. Good luck. Although I'm not sure what this means overall, this note. And I would put this in a different text color, not just white. The little stars works to like select it out as a special thing, but I'd almost like to see this in like yellow. If you would like to explore around before Jasper starts, then do so. Okay, that right there, what does that mean? Does that mean that I can click this and then go explore? Or does that mean that I have to click done and then go explore? Because clicking this will actually kick off what he's talking about. That would be a little clearer. If you have friends with you, make sure they are next to you when you proceed to the next objective. I'm not quite sure what that means either. Are you saying that, like, if there's a party with me, we have to stick close together and walk to the next objective? Or what? This could be a little clearer. Alright, let's go. Speak to Jasper about the plan complete. Okay. Light the old pedestal when you are ready to begin. Okay. Where's the old pedestal? Oh, it's back here. Oh, okay. I don't know if I'd call that a pedestal. I mean, in a sense, it's a brazier on top of a... What do you call it? On top of a column. Well, I mean, I guess you could say it's a brazier on top of a pedestal, but it's a pretty big pedestal. As you light the altar, you hear Jasper from afar starting his chant. Continue. You hear a familiar whisper. Gothri, be steadfast. Continue. Oh, that's neat. It's a good tie-in back to Dawn and her comment about, you know, in my... Actually, it's not even... It's, if I remember correctly, it's a tie back to the altar, the blood altar, where it said steadfast. Okay, so I think I get why the author was telling me that my party should be close to me. I think these are like invisible walls. Yeah, that's what it is. Invisible walls popped up. So if party members were out exploring and he did this, they would have been trapped. That's cool. By the elders, I call to thee, hold back these creatures. Yeah, this is really cool. And maybe he spawned more again, because that's a lot. I like it. This is very cool. The dialogue needs to be written so it's clearer and makes a little more sense. But I like it so far. Board the skyship up the ropes as Jasper keeps the creatures at bay. Oh, one second. I can probably climb up to the skyship here. But I'm a good platformer, so. Yeah, let's see. Oh shit! They're coming out of the water! Cool. Oh wait. What's going on? Let me pick a group that I can fight. Okay, here we go. I really hate the delay in skills for the Guardian Fire. It makes combat feel clunky. Alright, now let's find the ropes that he's talking about. Do I have to interact with something? Or do I just climb something? Here's ropes. Board the skyship up the ropes as Jasper keeps the creatures at bay. Can't quite climb this. I don't see an interactable. Let's come back here. Let's see, can I actually walk across these ropes? Let's see. Yeah, okay, I can. That is what I'm supposed to be doing. That could be a little clearer. Like, I would have like a little invisible clicky, and I would put it like right here. Like right here, I would have an invisible clicky and be like, you know, out of character. You notice that the ropes are positioned in a way that you can easily walk across them. I don't know, something like that. so that the player understands that they can just walk across right here. But it's neat. I like it. I'd much rather do that than actually have like an interactable that teleports me somewhere. Actually performing the action is more fun. Although now these are zombies? Undead pirate. What was it? You get a chance to read the undead pirate cutthroat. Okay, so I guess you're trying to imply that this old sky pirate ship is overrun with undead pirates. I guess that works. I like the costumes. They're neat. I think they are the actual undead pirates. Alright, okay, that's an invisible wall. I'm not a fan of the invisible wall right here. I would much prefer to have seen it run along the length of the boat. But, you know, you can't be picky. Or if you're gonna have this be connected to that, have those effects continue across the ship. So, like, there's a reason that I'm blocked here, and there's not just an invisible wall. Fuck me, hit hard. Yeah, I find the block mechanic on the Guardian Fighter to be really clunky. It doesn't transition very quickly. See, wait, are those undead gnolls? Yeah, I guess they are. I hate it when the camera gets stuck on shit. Give me my loot! Alright. Wait, what was that? Look around the cabin for clues of the crew. Yeah, see, that needs to be reworded. I think you're trying to tell me to look around the cabin for clues about the crew. Which I like. I like adds. Fades to dust by your touch. Yeah, see, that needs to be rewritten. Continue. Yes, I was going to kind of make the comment that I didn't really like the transition of encounters. You know, like, I don't like it when people just add in a lot of encounters. What is that? I keep seeing these things just like floating up in the air. What the hell is it supposed to be? I can't interact with it. But yeah, going back to the encounters. Like, I don't like it when people just make a map and then they socket in a bunch of random encounters that don't make sense to the story. And I was going to say that about the pirates. It's kind of like, okay, wait, now I'm in an area where there's lizard guys. I would like an explanation of why they're lizardmen. And then I hit the pirates and it's like, okay, wait, why are there undead pirates? And I kind of get sense, you know, that, like, it's kind of fair to say they're undead pirates on this ghost ship. That kind of works. But I'd kind of like an explanation of why they're undead. Because, you know, like, what causes them to be undead? They don't just become undead. Something has to happen. Oh, that's an interesting effect. Look at that. It's like, as I go back here, the boards change colors. As I move forward, they change to a different color. Oh, that's weird. I wonder what's causing that. Is that meant to be done that way? It's kind of cool. It's almost like that, the darker one is newer, and then the kind of yellowy is older. That's interesting. Alright, an old torch. Press B to interact. Oh, okay, cool. Rotten scrolls. Well, scrolls aren't really rotten. They're, you can say decaying scrolls, but not rotten. It has to be kind of biological for it to rot, you know, like vegetables and stuff. Fades to dust by your touch. Yeah, seeing that fades to dust thing doesn't make sense. It can disintegrate. Disintegrates to dust, you know, or even to dust doesn't need to be added. disintegrates in your hand. That makes much more sense. Rotten barrel. Yeah, see, and again, well, actually, you can kind of say barrel is rotten because it's wood, but it kind of seems awkward. Like, I don't know, decaying wouldn't really work for a barrel either. Rotten. Instead of rotten, be rotted. Rotted barrel. That'd kind of be a little bit better. Alright. Captain's Journal. Captain's Journal. Oh, wait, I gotta drink some tea. Holy crap, that's a lot of days. Captain's Journal, day 212. All the crew are dead. My wife is still very ill, and there isn't anything more I can do for her. I'd like to say now. And there isn't anything more I can do for her now. I will leave this room and look around to see if there is a way out of this trap. Captain's Journal, day 214. Oh wow, so it's like 2 days later. My wife has passed on. She went peacefully in her sleep. My heart will forever be empty. I have noticed there is a chance to look around in the early morning when the creatures sleep. And see, that's awkward, that sentence right there. This part here where there's a chance to look around, it kind of doesn't socket well with I have noticed there is. But, yeah, I'm not going to spend time on it. It's not safe in this room anymore. I wish there was a summoner on board. I'm going to find somewhere else safe. You see, this here, somewhere else safe, doesn't make sense. Like, you'd either say somewhere else where it is safe, or some place safer. You know, there's a bunch of ways you can write that, but that doesn't work. But I think I have found a way out of this place. Thank you, Guthrie, for playing my quest. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy building it. Note that I have no Yes, okay, I get this. But yeah, see how this is in like OOC? I would almost like to see notes in like yellow. And like, or you could be in blue because it is out of character. But like, I'd like to see like a little something to break it up more. You know, so because of the flow, it kind of breaks up the flow. Like I'm expecting this to be like for the game, and it's not. It's like a message from the DM. I put the journal down. Okay. It doesn't need to say I put the journal down. I mean, that's kind of weird. That takes me out of, like, doing the experience. It's more like someone telling me that I did the experience. You know, like, if I was doing it, you could just put the journal down. You know, like, then I put it down. Or, I don't know, that's weird. I wouldn't put I there. If I was reading about what the captain did, and he said, I put the journal on the table, that would work. But because I'm me, which is this character, I wouldn't say I put the journal down. I would just be like, perform action, put the journal on the desk. Alright, let's talk to Jasper. Yeah, see, what is that? Is that supposed to be level so I can actually interact with it? Because I can't interact with it way up there. Alright, Jasper, what do you have to say? A sad time for the captain of the skyship, but we made it. Oh yeah, I want to make it take a second to explain something I was thinking about. That little journal, that was neat, but I would love to have seen something in that journal explaining why the crew were undead, like why they raised after they died. Because like as you can see here, I get the feeling this is his wife. This is the captain's wife. She didn't rise up. She's still dead. She rotted, and now all that's left are her bones. What caused the crewmen to become undead? That would be cool. I'd like to know more about that. And where is the door for this room? Is that the door? Why is it up so high? Like, there's no stairs or anything here. Unless those are supposed to be stairs that have, like, rotted or something. I don't know. I guess that kind of works. I don't know. I would revisit this and kind of make it a little more clear of what's the setting is supposed to be. Like, I get that this is a room in the ship, and I think that's the door, but some weird, like, functions are going on here. Like, that clipping through is, I don't know, it's weird, man. I don't know. I'd revisit it. But anyways, yeah. In the diary, I'd mention, in the log, I'd mention something like, we've been cursed, or this place is cursed, or there's a reason, that like the crew rose up as undead. Then I'd be like perfectly happy because it's like, hey, I transitioned into here. They're undead. I killed them. I don't know why they're here. Oh, I found a journal. Now I know why they're here. Cool. Giving me something that makes me question what's going on is fun. Then immediately or within a reasonable amount of time answering that question is really fun. So far I really like the way that this quest progresses. Alright, a sad time for the captain of the skyship. But we made it. I must admit, I outdid myself out there. It's been a long time since I have tried something that difficult. You did well to find this room. You were amazing. I have only read of summoning like you did out there. Yeah, see, that's worded terribly. But I still have questions. Yeah, I do still have questions. Like, who were the lizard guys? I want more information about them. Like, why, when I came here, were there lizard men? In good time, my young apprentice. We are still not safe yet. We are still not safe yet. That doesn't make sense. We are still not safe yet. I don't know. The yet seems oddly out of place. Yet we are still not safe. See, that would flow better, I think. In good time, my young apprentice. Yet we are still not safe. We need to ward the room. We need to ward this room until I can work out a way to leave. I don't know. It needs to be revisited. Can I help, or is it something only you can do? It works. Hands over an item. Yeah, see, I would make this blue. I don't know. I mean, make it distinguished, other than just the little stars. Which, I mean, the stars works. I use like parentheses, but stars work. But then I'd say make this blue so that it describes that he's performing an action. And instead of just hands over an item, I'd like to see he. He hands over an item. Please place this on that crate over there. Then you can begin to ward the room with the first piece of that, with the first piece of the dial. I don't know. See, this needs to be reworded. That will protect us from everything outside. I would do it, but I'm weak after the summoning. Let me see. How did you fit this in your robe? It's as big as I am. When the warding is complete, you may want to get some rest. The bed over there will do. But you might see, it's like he ignored my question. I asked him, how did you get this robe in there? I mean, I get that the question is kind of like sarcastic, rhetorical, like I don't really want an answer. But at the same time, I do ask a question, so he should at least be like, I hope that's rhetorical. I'm a summoner. I have powers. That kind of thing. Oh, I had to sneak a little swig of tea. The bed over there will do, but you might want to move its old occupier. Yeah, see, occupier isn't used like that. You would say, but you, like if you wanted to use occupier, you would have to change it, so it's, but you might want to move its old occupant. That is, unless you don't mind cuddling up with bones. Yeah, I don't think I even like the concept of sleeping on a bed where, like, a body rotted and all of its fluids and stuff soaked into the hay. I think I'd rather sleep on, like, the floor. Put the item on the crate. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That is an interesting item. It would definitely take some crazy magical time-space folding to carry that in your robe. Place the piece of the dial in the ward to protect the room. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I'll take a swig while I'm waiting for this. Well, I don't like that at all. The piece of the dial is a brain, which I don't like. That doesn't work. It would have been much cooler if you'd actually had, like, something besides a brain. Like something that looks like it could be a piece of a dial. Like, I get that basically you replaced an empty brain canister with a full brain canister. Like, they're two separate items. But what you could have done, which would have been a lot better, is had the empty brain canister, and then taken an item, you know, that like looks like, I don't know, a piece to a cog, or you know, looks like a piece to something, and floated it inside, and just had it set up so that that item appeared, and do some sort of little effect, you know, like a little sparkly or cloud, or I don't know, something. But I don't like the brain. Like, it doesn't make sense why. I don't know, unless you're trying to imply that the dial... See, they don't call it a dial. Like, if you're trying to imply that the dial is a organic construction, you know, like, you put all the brain pieces together and it makes a giant brain, and that's what controls the gate. But then don't call it a dial. Call it, like, I don't know, the control mechanism or something. Alright, push the skeleton off the bed. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, lighting in here got weird because of that torch. Alright, so I'm not gonna sleep there. I'm gonna go sleep over here on the floor. Get some rest, my friend. I need time. This is a really good way to end a quest too, when it's part of a campaign. Basically, the author is implying that once that I'm going to go to sleep, and that's going to finish the campaign. And I bet you a good transit, at least I hope this is how he does it. Whenever I come back to do the next quest in this campaign, I'll reawaken in this room. It's a really good way to like pause the story and pick it back up. I really like that. Yeah, see, I always get crap. That was really good. You see, I'm really riding like the fence here. Do I give this quest a 3 or do I give it a 4-star? It definitely needs to be revisited. A lot of things need to be tweaked and fixed. But the actual foundation of the quest, I think, is really well done. I really like the style that it's presented at. And I think that even if a player doesn't necessarily like this type of story, they could appreciate the progression of the story. Like, it makes sense, you know, like you start at the beginning of the quest, you find out, you know, you ask questions like, why is this happening? Then you get an answer, and then you go a little bit farther with some more dialogue and more quests, like more lore, and then you kind of question, like, okay, well, wait, so what's going on now? And then it answers it, and it keeps following that progression. And, like, there are like little mysteries as the quest progresses, but I still have the overarching mystery that I got from the beginning about collecting the dials and what's going on with Dawn, you know, and also, like, I'd like more, you know, like, what's more information about Jasper. Like, those are the overarching plot line, you know, like, continuing to add to that part of the story is what you would do in every quest that follows. You'd get a little bit more and a little bit more until, you know, whenever you decide to end the campaign, you've gotten the full story of the dials and the doors and Jasper, this awesome summoner, and Dawn, his former apprentice that's now a ghost. You know, like, all those things are what you can use for the overarching story. But as you actually go through and collect the dial and, like, find the, you know, like, or like the thing with the spirits, you know, the spirits are contained within inside the Asmodai. Those are like small mysteries that you figure out while you're playing the specific quest, but then they get answered. Once you kill all of them, you free the ghost rests, then you get your piece of the dial, and then that's it. That's this whole quest. That totally works. That's a great way of telling a story. But I think it's going to give it a 3-star, just because the dialogue is awkward. You know, towards the end it gets really, really bad. I think that some of the areas that, like I pointed out, they need a little more decoration just to kind of give a feeling, you know, of a sense of what is going on in that area. And also, I would like to see some explanation of like the lizard folk, you know, like, why are the lizard men here and that kind of stuff. But so far, this was a really fun quest. I really like this, and I think this is a great example of a first quest in a campaign. Terrible spelling. Let's see. Yeah, I get a pretty good tip. Well, I don't know. I could probably 250. Alright, well, let's exit and see what it's like. Yeah, see, look at that. Lie down to rest. Yeah, this was a really good way to end a campaign. You know, first quest. Although, oh, that's disgusting. I do not want to lie down on a bed where a corpse rotted, even if it was a really long time ago. That's really disgusting. Ew. Oh, alright. I'm going to end it here. I think I've given enough wrap-ups of my opinion of the quest, and I'm kind of curious to see once this video's done how long it took me to run that quest. Alright, well, I hope the author has fun and enjoys working on his quest, and continues to put out more interesting